Last time on MotorHour, the monster trucks returned to New Egypt Speedway in an amazing final round race between Bigfoot and Snakebite. Larry Swim ended up taking the overall victory. The action was incredible the night before, and now it's time to move into the new day. Coming up next, the weather is hot, but the action is even hotter. Will Chris Copperhead and Snakebite come back after a big miscue with oil problems? Or will one of the other 5 monster trucks knock the snake off the pedestal? Find out next on MotorHour from the second show in New Egypt.
You gotta get used to no power steering.
Gotta get used to getting out of the fucking truck.
Y'all get ready for this, all right? New Egypt, New Jersey. We're coming for you, baby.
What a great intro from Jeff Birdsey. We had such a great time here for show 1 of New Egypt. Welcome to MotorHour episode number 3. We are here for the second show here in New Egypt. I'm here now with Larry Swim, race winner. You did such a great job by defeating that venomous snakebite. Now we got the sun out. It's going to be a nice hot day. Will that affect any of the track conditions here today?
It's going to be a little different, but you know, we'll overcome it and see what we can do and hopefully pull off another win.
Now, Snakebite had some issues with the oil. I'm pretty sure they're doing their best to try to knock out Bigfoot here today. You know, Chris was telling me, saying like, you know, Larry, he doesn't have a chance, but you proved him wrong. Are you going to try to prove him wrong here today?
Well, like I said, you know, the lippy lizard always running his gums, but you know, hey, where it means something is out there on the track. So, you know, like I said, everybody here wants to win. Everybody drives hard, good trucks, good drivers, and hopefully we can bring home another win back to Bigfoot and, you know, keep this thing going, and hopefully it's another annual event.
We got the final show coming up here in just a moment, but right now, check out the highlights of race 1. Despite a little introduction problems at the start of the show, you could say the very first show with monster trucks back at New Egypt Speedway was a success. Everybody gave it their all in the wheelie competition, but it was young Corey Snyder in the Toxic Machine to get these 2 amazing wheelies for the overall wheelie victory of race 1. Racing definitely lived up to its expectation with the 3 obstacles straight line drag course. Round 1, we saw Bigfoot get a victory over Equalizer. Corey Snyder had a little bit of problems at the battery, but he got his first round victory over Killer B and Trey Myers. Chris Copperhead and Snakebite defeated Richie Yatsko, but Richie Yatsko would end up coming back as the fast loser to go up against Bigfoot in the first semifinal victory. Larry Swim had something to say about that. And then in one of the closest semifinal races we've seen, Chris Copperhead defeated Corey Snyder. Corey Snyder almost hit the barricade, but in the final round race, we saw the classic rivalry of Bigfoot versus Snakebite. Watch this final round race. Bigfoot would end up getting the overall race victory, but then it was time for freestyle. Unfortunately, Snakebite had a lot of oil problems, so he couldn't make the freestyle field, but that didn't stop any of the other guys from tearing up the track. Corey Snyder definitely set the pace, but watch this amazing donut. But with all that, the crowd's choice for the freestyle victory went to Larry Swim and Team Bigfoot. Larry putting on a good performance, getting big air, riding out a few wheelies. Definitely put on a good show for the fans. But right now, when we come back, we are going to introduce you to the field of trucks. We are back here on MotorHour. We are now about to introduce you to our field of trucks. Joe Yatsko driving the Equalizer truck out of Virginia. Former championship truck back in 1989. Joe's son Richie driving Hot Tamale. Trey Myers driving Tim B's owned Killer B out of Maryland. Toxic driven by Corey Snyder. That big bad green Snakebite driven by Chris Copperhead. And to round out the field, that big blue Ford out of St. Louis, Missouri, Larry Swim driving Bob Chandler's own Bigfoot. Back down here in the pits, you can see Philip Norman checking out Snakebite to make sure Snakebite's good to go for this afternoon's show. Larry Swim and Bigfoot made sure he checked out every single part on that truck to make sure it's good to go. Now, if you saw in the highlight video that good sky wheelie that Hot Tamale did in freestyle, he broke a few parts. Broke a tie rod off the back, trying to fix the truck right now. The crew's been up most of the night just trying to get it situated. Joe Yatsko and his son Richie. Richie drives Hot Tamale. Joe, normally a crew guy from Mike Hawkins, he's taken over the controls of Equalizer this weekend. You can see he's trying to fix up the parts, try to get that truck good to go for tonight's show. The life of a monster truck driver is not all that easy. These guys are coming to New Egypt, then they have to go all the way over to Indiana, then back over to Minnesota for the weekend. So whoever said being a monster truck driver is all fun and games, they obviously never knew what it's actually like. But Hot Tamale didn't have its fair share of problems. Equalizer broke a planetary off the back in freestyle as well, but they got that truck situated. You can see this was also shot earlier on. The tire was off the back. They got that fixed. And you can't go wrong without having a little fun at a show. Chris Ross and Gage Birdsey having fun. Then it was time to bring in trucks with pit party. Equalizer was one of the last few guys to arrive. They had to fix up a whole bunch of stuff. You can see Robert Mulrain in the background leading Joe Yatsko to the position. And Hot Tamale is back, but with a little less fiberglass than what he originally had. They had fixed the tie rod up. I had even talked to Joe a little bit earlier on. He said that the truck's only going to be running at about 80 to 90%, so won't go full on, but Richie will at least give it a try. Then it was time for the Chris Copperhead letting everybody know that the snake is ready to go. It was now time for the pit party. A lot of fans came out here for this one compared to the last show. Weather was beautiful. You can see Chris Ross and Larry Slim going over a few details about the track. A bunch of people came out to get their autographs, get their pictures taken with a lot of the drivers out here. It was going to be a good show nonetheless. Then it was time to move the trucks over towards the staging area to let everybody know that the show is almost ready to go. And as the trucks stood and wait on their signal by Jeffrey Fielding up by the gate, a lot of the fans had a chance to listen to some great music that the Speedway was playing. But then it was time for them to fire up. We're going to let Jeff Birdsey do the introductions, but when we come back, it is time for the wheelie competition.
Get them on, come on, I see the sign, I hear the thunder, here they come. The big boys with the big toys. Stars on the MTRL on truck. Put your hands together, here they come. Virginia, 526 cubic inches, 1,500 horsepower, big van red Chevy Silverado, Richie Yaskel Hustamale. Right down next to him, this is one for the Ford fans. Ford fans, where are ya? Put your hands together, Ford fans. He comes in out of Hagerstown, Maryland. 557 cubic inches, 1 injected on alcohol, 4,600 horsepower, Trey Myers in the LFP. All the way in the opposite end of the track, ladies and gentlemen, this guy comes to you out of Fort Collins, Colorado. The truck, he's out of Gaithersburg, Maryland. His driver is a second-generation driver, following in the footsteps of his father, Jay. Put your hands together for one of the nicest looking trucks out here today, Corey Snyder in Toxic. Chevy fans, back in 1989, this name was crowned one of the very first monster truck world champions. In its latest incarnation, here it is, one of the wildest running Chevrolets out there today. Put your hands together for Joe, yes Joe, in the Lucas Oil Equalizer. How many people here are afraid of snakes? If you're afraid of snakes, I'm going to tell you right now. So you guys get home later on, I want you to get on YouTube, do whatever, look up like the history of snake fight, because this next round I'm going to you is one of the longest stories of history you ever want to see. He comes to you out of Copperhead Canyon, Colorado. He wears the mask because when he was just a little boy, his Uncle Colt let him play with a snake and he got bit in the face by a snake. So put your hands together for Chris Copperhead in the Ultimate Snake Fight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, how many people here are products of the 1980s? If you grew up in the 80s, you might remember having a poster on your wall of this next truck. I know I had two posters on my wall. I had Samantha Fox on one side, and I had another version of this next truck on the other side. And with that being said, over 40 years ago, a monster was created in the Midwestern part of the United States. That monster gave us everything we have here today. Out of St. Louis, Missouri, only one truck can claim to be the original. Here it is, Larry Swim driving Bigfoot. Put your hands together. These guys jump far and wide.
Welcome back here to MotorHour. We are about ready to fire these trucks up and get ready for the wheelie competition. We're about to count these trucks down.
In all motorsports, gentlemen, start your engines. New Egypt, count them down with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gentlemen, start your engines.
As you can see, the sun is shining down now. This is going to be a hot one, but we are about to find out now how this track will be for this show. It is now time for the wheelie competition. Trey Myers will get us kicked off. They're about to do his remote ignition interrupter test.
Trey Myers, anytime you're ready, fire it on up. That is the device, ladies and gentlemen. We just tested the remote ignition.
A very good test of the RAI. It's a mandatory test for every single monster truck show to make sure that the kill switch is working. Should a driver become incapacitated in any form of way and they have no control of shutting the truck off, there will be someone holding a remote control to shut that truck off with the touch of a button. Right now we're about to see how Trey Myers does in the wheelie competition. You can see the sun is beating down on this track, so it probably will be dusty. Trey getting ready. Trey usually does this anytime when he's about to do a wheelie competition. Always test out to see how the cars will react to hitting them. Trey, a former driver of the Iron Warrior, Black Stallion, helped out Tim Mente's crew. Let's see how he does. And nice job. Front end up in the air just a little bit. You can definitely see it's getting dusty out there. They're probably going to have to water this track as soon as they can. See how he does. It's going to come back around. And here he goes for his second hit. Let's see. Nice job. A little bit sideways, almost on two wheels. Nice job by Trey Myers. We're going to look at the replay here. You can see first hit out of the box. Nice going, getting the front end up just a little bit. Second hit, a little bit sideways as soon as he lands. Almost gets the truck up on two wheels. Good job, though, by Trey Myers. And now here comes a guy who, honestly, he must be pretty excited to be back in his truck for the summertime. Corey Snyder in the Toxic Machine. Toxic, formerly owned by Travis Petrie out of New York. Jay Snyder, former driver of the Illuminator and Screaming Demon, helping out his son Corey here. Corey at just 22 years old. Definitely ready to see how he does this year for the summertime. Corey coming through the front stretch, trying to get the crowd up. You can even see him trying to get this crowd up. He's definitely pretty excited right now. He's coming off a great Monster Jam winter this year, driving for Mike Botters, either running the Moshmer Rottweiler or the Taurus body. So he must be pretty excited to be back in his truck for the summertime. Let's see how he does. Getting that front end up just a little bit. Definitely keeping it going. Let's see. There you go. Some nice air there. And a little air off that roller. Boy, these guys aren't playing any games. Let's take a look at this again and let's see. Nice going there. Coming off a little bit sideways. Well, look at that height. Here comes Joe Yatsko filling in for Mike Hawkins this weekend. Mike's busy at home, so Joe's taking the keys over of the equalizer right now. Let's see how he does for his wheelie competition hits. Remember the equalizer name going back to at least 1988, 1987. And in 1989, the equalizer won the TNT Monster Truck Challenge World Championship, owned by Gary Cook and driven by David Morris at that time. But right now in 2018, let's see how Joe Yatsko does. Definitely getting that front end up in the air. Let's see what he's got. He's got one more to go. Not bad, not bad. We're going to see how the fans react to it. The fans get to choose the winner. At the end of the wheelie competition, Jeff will ask the fans who did the best wheelie. Now right here, that definitely qualifies for it. Off to the side a little bit. Most of these guys are getting off to the side, but a good job nonetheless by Joe Yatsko. All right, now let's see how his son will do, Richie Yatsko, in, I guess you could say, a half-clothed Hot Tamale. Hot Tamale suffered a decent amount of breakage from our last show, broke the tie rod and broke a lot of fiberglass, so that's why he has no bedsides and no tailgate. But let's just see how Hot Tamale will do right now. Richie coming around right now for his two hits. Here he goes. Nice job. You can even see the hood dangling off. See what he's got for his second hit. Look at the height on that one. Definitely launching the Hot Tamale. Great, great job by Richie Yatsko. We're going to take a look at it again. Look at the hood. You can even see the hood dangling a little bit. But watch this one. Look at the air he gets on that. Great job by young Richie Yatsko. We got two guys left. Here comes second to last competitor, Larry Swim, driving the Bigfoot Ford. Larry been driving for quite a number of years now. Larry formerly drove for Paul Schaefer. Drove trucks such as Barefoot, Monster Patrol, and then moving over to the Bigfoot organization. Let's see how Larry Swim does. Here he goes. There you go, launching that big Ford up in the air. And again, some great, great air. A little slap wheelie there and some nice air over that roller. Boy, it's like these guys just want to attack that roller. Let's take a look at this again. Look at the air on that. Great job by Larry Swim. And here's the last one. Every driver getting some nice air out there. Even had the front wheels up for a slap wheelie. But let's see how Chris Copperhead and Snakebite can do. Now remember, he had a lot of oil problems in the last race, so let's see how we can do right now with a fresh truck. Well, you can see the dust going everywhere. Not bad. It's an extremely sunny day out, so you can, hence why the dust. Let's see how he does for his second hit. Boy, these track guys are definitely going to have to water down the track. Let's see. Some nice air. Definitely good job. We're gonna have to find out from the crowd who the winner is. Nice going there by Chris Copperhead. Right now we're about to send it down to Jeff Bursey to see who the crowd thinks won the wheelie competition.
Let's hear it for Joe Yatsko, the equalizer. Oh, his two sisters are back. How about it for Richie Yatsko and Hot Tamale? Let's hear it for Larry Swim and Bigfoot. And so far, Bigfoot sounds like he's got it, but there's one left. How about it for Chris Copperhead and Snakebite? I don't know, man. Let's try that one more time. How many people think Bigfoot? How about it for Snakebite? There's like two more people right here cheering for Bigfoot. It's Bigfoot all the way. Give it a band for him, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, send down the dirt bikes. Here we come. We got...
Then it was time for qualifying. These are the highlights. Trey Myers kicked us off. Had himself a little bit of a slow time. But the surprise was definitely Toxic and Corey Snyder. He had an 8.92 second pass.
Staged up, ready to rock.
Joe Yatsko in the equalizer had himself a little bit of a slower time than what he had the previous show, which ended up getting him a first-round matchup against Bigfoot. Richie Yatsko put on a good performance as well. He had himself a 9.63 second pass. But a non-shocker, you could say, was Bigfoot going 8.29 seconds, literally taking out Toxic away from the #1 qualifying position. But in the very end, with an 8.02, was Chris Copperhead driving Snakebite by getting the #1 qualifying time. And right now, here are your round 1 brackets. We're going to have Snakebite and Killer B go at it first. Bigfoot and Equalizer, and then Toxic and Hot Tamale. You can see a little bit of a difference from the wheelie competition and qualifying to what we see now. The track workers decided to add some water onto the track as it was getting way too dusty, but notice where Killer B is. He is slipping and sliding all around. They added way too much water in the near lane. So the far lane was the advantage lane because you didn't have that much of a slippery traction. You can notice some of these guys are doing dry hops to make sure that the tires and everything is all good for them to go. But we're about to get ready for our first race of the first round. Trey Myers out of Maryland in the near lane, and in the far lane out of Colorado, Chris Copperhead and Snakebite. This should be a pretty good first round race here to determine who will go to the semifinals. You can see Jeffrey Fielding bringing them in, getting them all lined up. We are about to find out who's going to the semifinals right now.
Track is clear, go green.
As Chris Copperhead comes through, he will get the easy first round victory. We will have a fast loser, so keep your eye out on Trey Myers. He might be the one getting the fast loser position. Take a look at Chris sliding around through turn number 1. He'll be going back to the pits, getting ready for the semifinal race. Who will he face off? We're about to find out shortly. Take a look at this again. You can see Trey slipping and sliding. They definitely put too much water on that side of the track. Great job, though, by Chris Copperhead. He will move on. And right now, we are about to see who's going into the semifinals with Bigfoot versus Equalizer. There's Larry Swim already getting ready to go, getting staged. You can see the Equalizer coming in. This goes back to 1990 for any of the fans that remember the TNT years. The first part of the 1990 TNT monster truck racing season, these two were at it like neck and neck. It would either be David Morse winning one week and then Andy Brass winning the next week. Right now, we are about to see who is going to the semifinals. You can see Joe Yatsko trying to find the right groove. He'll be doing some dry hops, I'm pretty sure, to try to make sure he doesn't slip and slide all over the place.
Equalizer, points leader in the monster truck racing league right now.
We are about ready to find out who will go to the semifinals. Will it be Bigfoot or will it be Equalizer?
Go green.
And again, the far lane gets the easy advantage. Bigfoot comes across first, and there goes Equalizer. Equalizer will hopefully, with the luck of the draw, he'll try to get for fast loser. Let's take a look at this again. You can see that near lane, way too slippery. They definitely added way too much water. Larry Swim coming across, doing a good job for Team Bigfoot. Now we're about to find out who else is going to the semifinals, as Richie Yatsko in the Hot Tamale will go against Toxic and Corey Snyder. You can see Hot Tamale already lining in waiting. Corey Snyder had a little bit of problems with the battery again, but he ended up coming back out. You can see in the background, here comes Corey. Those battery issues are definitely taking its toll right now, but we are about ready to find out who will be going to the semifinals. The winner of this race gets to go against Snakebite, but the loser of this gets the luck of the draw by going against Bigfoot. Just found out that the loser of this race gets to go against the Bigfoot machine. For old-time drag racing fans, you just saw right there, Corey almost going right into Hot Tamale. For old drag racing fans, the push of the throttle right there, kind of like a little bit of a burnout there. In the drag racing world, they call that a dry hop, just to make sure that the traction's good for the tires, to make sure that they have the horsepower getting to the ground. You can see Jeffrey Fielding coming into position, getting ready to line him up. This should be a close race. Let's see who is going to the semifinals. We are about to find out right now.
Track is clear, looking good right now. Go green.
We got ourselves a close one here. Unbelievable. We're definitely going to have to look at the replay on that one. We're going to have to take a look at this one a few times. Now, once when the trucks go to the finish line, there's a black pole right by the victory lane stand. You'll see it right here in the picture. Look behind Hot Tamale. Right there, there's a black pole. That's where the finish line would be. We're going to have to take a look at that one again. I do think Toxic got there first. Unbelievable, too. Look at the advantage Hot Tamale has right off the line. He's in the better lane, but Toxic coming out like a bat out of hell. Incredible, and Toxic does take the victory in this. He will go to the semis. Just like in our last episode, we have to show you this again in real time. Just take a look at this. This is such a great race. Richie Yatsko is coming back to the semifinals, so he shouldn't have to beat himself up too much. but he'll be going up against Bigfoot while Toxic will go against Snakebite. Here is the photo. Look at that. That is just amazing. As Toxic comes back, we, unfortunately, Jeff Bursey, he's had a lot of problems, not only with having no radio communication with the people down below, but also his microphone died. So unfortunately now he has to try to deal with talking to the people down below. We are now getting ready for the semifinals. There is Larry Swim in the near lane, so he gets a slippery lane, but Richie Yatsko in the hot tamale, he's got the good lane. So he could definitely use this to his advantage. Let's see how this goes. Who will go to the final round? We're about to find out now. We got another close one here. Incredible. We're going to have to look at that one again. 2 races in a row. 2 photo finishes. Let's see this again. Now remember that black pole we said about. Amazing. I think Hot Tamale took out Bigfoot. Let's see it again. This is in slow motion. Hot Tamale already right off the line with a fair advantage. Bigfoot had the muddy lane. But let's see. In no man's land, Bigfoot's coming back. Unbelievable. Hot Tamale has just knocked out Larry Swim and Bigfoot. There's the photo finish cam. Amazing job by Richie Yatsko. We got one more semifinal race to go. We got Chris Copperhead and Snakebite. He's going to be going up against Toxic and Corey Snyder. Toxic, yet again, with those battery issues. They put him on a 2-minute clock.
I got no microphone, battery's dead. It was the stereo, it was a good battery gave me, that's no good. Hey, if you can hear me up in the tower, you might want to...
You can see in the background, Corey Snyder and Toxic coming out now. He's getting ready to hopefully pull off another upset. We've already seen one upset. We've seen Hot Tamale take out Bigfoot. Pretty sure Corey wants to knock out the Snake. 2 young up-and-coming drivers. Both out of Colorado. Chris Copperhead out of Copperhead Canyon, Colorado. The nephew of Colt Cobra. Corey Snyder, 2nd-generation driver. His dad, Jay Snyder, drove Screamin' Demon, the Illuminator truck. We are about to find out shortly who is going to the championship race against Hot Tamale. And it'll be Snakebite going to the championship. Toxic came back, though. Toxic tried coming back. What a good job by Corey Snyder. Take a look at this again. You can see Snakebite almost going in the other lane. That would have been a disqualification right there. What a good job, though, by Chris Copperhead. Right after the semifinals, he had a brief intermission. All trucks by turns 3 and 4. Sean Oblin brought his family out with the Web Slinger ride truck. Good experiences for the kids and the families to bring their loved ones out, put them on the ride truck. But right now, we have a final round to attend to. Richie Yatsko in the far lane, driving Hot Tamale out of Hawkins Motorsports stable. One half of Hawkins Motorsports, the other half is Equalizer. But in the near lane, Chris Copperhead out of Copperhead Canyon, Colorado. He didn't get a chance to do freestyle last night, but he's in the final round race for the second night in a row. Both drivers doing dry hop burnouts right now. Both these guys must be pretty ecstatic, especially Richie Yatsko after just defeating Bigfoot in the semifinals. But right now, we are about to determine a race winner for the final show here today at New Egypt.
Bring him up to the start line. Ford and Chevrolet. One Snake, one Silverado. Lined up, thumbs up. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. Flag is clear, go green.
And the Snake wins at New Egypt. The Snake strikes back. Hot Tamale, unfortunately, didn't make it over the set of cars, but you have got to give it up for Richie Yatsko. Losing in the first round, but coming back to defeat Bigfoot in the semifinals. What a great job by Richie Yatsko this weekend. Here's the replay. Snakebite comes across. Chris Copperhead must be really, really excited. Now he can make that phone call over to Cobra Creek, Colorado to let his uncle know, I knocked out the entire field in racing here in New Egypt. Here he comes out of the truck. You can definitely tell he's excited underneath that mask. Chris Copperhead going through the gate to talk to the fans. And now we're going to send it over to Jeff Birdsey to talk to our race winner, Chris Copperhead.
Copperhead, man, I'll tell you what. Never any love lost between your team and anybody else's, but you know what? You did it, man. You did a great job wheeling that Snake. Man, the Snake is here to stay, isn't it?
Absolutely, man. All you Snake Maniacs out there, I love you guys. You know, every single one of these competitors, they work hard to get here. They travel from afar, man. I love every single one of you guys. You guys pay good money to be here and have some fun. I'm having fun. What about you?
Ladies and gentlemen, give them all a big Snake Fang salute. Right here, Chris Copperhead in Snake Bite. All right, man, let's move on.
Again, congratulations go out to Chris Copperhead. But coming up next, it's everybody's favorite, freestyle. Stay tuned. Be sure to check out Nick Davis and Back Channel Productions on YouTube. They put out amazing coverage of their monster truck shows. But right now, it is time for freestyle at the final show of New Egypt Monster Truck Summer Smash. Let's see as Trey Myers in Killer B is going to set the pace right now. Let's see how Trey puts on a good performance on this track. Coming over the racing lane right now. Nice bit of air there. Let's see. Heavy on that throttle. That truck sounds lovely though. Sliding it around. Also, forgot to mention that the track guys came out right before. There you go, some nice air there. Track guys came out a little bit earlier on and they've watered down the track a little bit more, so this way it's not as dusty. Trey Myers doing a good job so far. Coming in right now, he's probably going over one of the big stacks. Let's see. Nice. For anybody that remembers our last show, that was just a Jeep on top of a dirt mound. The Birdsey Jammer's still there. Nice job by Killer B. going over that Birdsey jammer. And he's about to cut a little donut. Trey Myers, driving monster trucks ever since 2002, 2003-ish. Longtime crew guy for Mike Vauders and Black Stallion over that little concrete block. If you take a look over by where those tires are in that barricade, that's actually a mud pit. There's some nice air there on the back wheels. There's actually a mud pit that every now and then they have mud bogging events here at the Speedway. Trey Myers doing a good job to set the pace. I think he's done now. Coming back around. You can see him waving to the fans. Good job by Trey Myers and Killer B. Have to slide that truck around. I'm going to show you a few replays right now. Some nice air to get started. Up and over that stack. And ended off with a nice little donut. Good job by Trey Myers. Now we're about to get ready for Corey Snyder in Toxic. You can see Chris Ross there telling him where to go. Corey, been driving for a few years now. Let's see how he does. Now remember, at the top of the show, we were saying that he's coming off of the Monster Jam Tour this year. Been driving the MotorHour Rottweiler in the winter. Then at the beginning of spring, he started driving the Taurus name. Mike Vauders decided to bring that name back after a long time of it being absent. Legendary name has had legendary drivers: Eldon Depew, Jackie Willman Sr., Jackie Willman Jr. Let's see how Corey Snyder does right now. Coming in good right out of the gate. Some nice air. And again, some great air there. Pop the front end up a little bit. Up. Maybe a steering issue. No, it's working fine. Some great momentum on the side just a little bit. Now coming into the infield. Let's see. I think it might have an issue with the steering. Will you look at that air right there? Good job by Corey Snyder. He's definitely having an issue with the rear steering. You can see the front wheels are turning, the rear wheels aren't. I don't know if he's having a faulty problem with the rear steer. Seems to be working whenever it wants to be. It's now coming back towards the front stretch. Launching it over the cars there. Going through turn one. Coming back. There you go, a good sky wheelie out of Toxic. I think he's taking out his frustrations. He's had a lot of problems with the battery. Now he's having problems with the rear steering. He's about to cut into a donut. Getting a little dusty there. Corey Snyder doing a good job. Let's see what else he has. He's still having a lot of problems with that steering. He's gonna cut into another donut. He's just spilling dust all over the place right now. Might be going towards the, oh! He just hit that concrete block. Now he's got even worse problems now. Flat tire. Amazing job by Corey Snyder. Here are the replays. Some great air over that Birdsey jammer. Amazing Amazing sky wheelie. Listen to this though. Just listen to this in real time. Good job though by Corey Snyder. Coming up next is the equalizer, Joe Yatsko. Let's see how he does. Busted a planetary at our last show. See how he does right now. You can see the dust spewing up everywhere. Some good air to get started. That equalizer team makes a lot of horsepower. Great air by Yatsko already. This truck is also known for good donuts. So let's see if Yatsko can probably put on a good donut here. Don't hit those blocks. He's about to hit the stack from the other side. Good job. Coming down now the front stretch. No, he's about to hit it off into a donut. Spewing dust everywhere in New Egypt. The equalizer Chevy. 1989 TNT World Champion. Also in 1997, truck won the 1997 USA Motorsports Championship for the indoor season. Great air there. Also for nostalgia fans, the Monster Truck Hall of Fame, the equalizer was reborn at the Hall of Fame. David Morris, Mike Vauders and crew, they love seeing it. It's good to see the equalizer name live on now. Yatsko trying to find something. Going up over the jammer again. About to cut it off into another donut. Nice set of donuts there by Yatsko. Pretty sure he can't see. We still got some heavy hitters yet to come. His son's coming up shortly too. Some great air there. Yatsko doing a good job. And he's going to bring it up to the front of the grandstand. Slides that truck over by the wall. Nice going by Joe Yatsko in the equalizer. Let's take a look at these highlights from Joe Yatsko. Good job by Joe. Getting some nice air, doing some nice donuts out there. He definitely knows how to drive that truck. Been helping out Mike Hawkins for the last 13 years. So he definitely has experience with driving these monster trucks. Coming up next, we got the Bigfoot out of St. Louis, Missouri. Larry Swim coming out right now. Bigfoot number 21. Him and Dan Runte are the only two drivers to actually drive this truck. Runte retired a few years ago, now running the Bigfoot operations. And already, Larry Swim coming out with some nice air. For people that have never seen a Larry Swim freestyle, you're in for a treat. And some great air right off the bat on two wheels as well. This guy definitely knows how to drive. Look at him launch that truck. That's why Bigfoot's the former world record holder monster truck. Back in 1999, jumped over a Boeing 747, 202 feet. He's about to jump over the other way. Larry Swim definitely showing this crowd he's not afraid of anything as he spins that truck around. I think he's trying to blind us. We can't see him. We cannot find Larry Swim. Oh, you just saw him right there. Oh, I think he almost went right into the concrete block, or almost went into that mud bog. Larry Swim definitely putting on a clinic with some great air again. Still trying to get the dust out of our eyes. Larry Swim doing a great job. What else does he have? About to go over the stack again. Again, some amazing air. Larry Swim definitely putting on a clinic. Incredible. For anybody that saw our episode from Lernerville and saw how high Steve Thompson was getting, I guarantee you this is definitely close to Steve Thompson's air. What a great job by Larry Swim as he comes out to take a bow from his fans. Let's take a look at his highlights. Incredible. Like I said earlier, Bigfoot, a former world record holder back in '99, and then in 2012, that truck can launch. Right now we got Richie Yatsko in Hot Tamale. This kid has got to be really ecstatic right now. Knocking out Bigfoot in the semifinals and making it to the championship race against Snakebite. Let's see what he's got. Now remember, he's not running 100%. That tie rod problem he had the previous show, they did a lot of work on it, but the truck's not running 100%. So let's see how Richie can do. About to go flying over that Birdsie jammer. This truck, chassis-wise at least, is about 10, 12 years old. It was the original Equalizer when Mike Hawkins owned it. Now it's been running the Hot Tamale name for quite some time. Again, nice, and the hood wants to come off now. Good job so far out of Richie Yatsko in the Hot Tamale. He's definitely got more for us. Let's see. Going over the crush cars. Flying that truck. And I don't know if he's having an issue. No, he's still got it. I think Hot Tamale might be having some problems. Bringing it to a stop. Yeah, I believe that is it for Richie Yatsko. He's going to end it early. Let's take a look at Richie's highlights. Some great air over that Birdsie jammer. Truck handling really well. I don't really know exactly what he had for a problem, but a great weekend nonetheless for Richie Yatsko. And our final freestyler of the day, it is going to be Chris Copperhead in Snakebite. He didn't get a chance to freestyle the previous show, so this is his very first time going out in the infield and testing out this track for freestyle at least. So let's see how Chris Copperhead can do.
All right, a good test, ladies and gentlemen. Your overall racing winning day out of Colorado. Put your hands
Coming out of the gate right now, and he's going to go right into the infield. He wants to tackle some of this stuff right off the bat. You see that tongue just slithering out. The snake is on the prowl right now. He's about to go over the van stack. Get some great air right there. Sliding that truck around, catwalking it a little bit. Don't know if he has a rear steer issue. Well, let's see what else he has. He's going over the Birdsie jam. Nice air by the Snakebite. He's going to bring it back around, going over towards the front stretch. Nice job over those crush cars. And again, some great air by the Snakebite. Good job by Chris Copperhead. About to slide it right near the guardrail. I don't know if he's having a problem. Snakebite seems to have an issue right now. He's gonna bring it around. Is he gonna... Snakebite has got a lot of problems. I think that might be it for Copperhead. Yep. That is going to be it for Chris Copperhead in Snakebite. Tough break there. Well, tough break for Snakebite, but a major congratulations go out to Chris Copperhead for winning racing and for Larry Swimmin' Bigfoot for winning freestyle. Well, guys, I really hope you enjoyed episode 3 of MotorHour from New Egypt. I will see you next time here on YouTube. Until then, I am Dalton Hastings. Thank you for watching. Enjoy these highlights.